It's Friday, February 5th, 2021, and the morning edition is live. On today's show, we'll give you tips for your hair care journey. We're talking Valentine's fashion, and the Ole Miss women's basketball team pulls off an upset. So let's start the morning off right. Well, it's Friday and the weekend is finally here. Good morning and welcome to the morning edition. I'm LaDawn Davis.
And I'm Charles Fisher, just waiting for the weekend.
You know, it's happy hour Friday, so I'm sure we're going to probably, our Bahamians are probably going to get involved into happy hour.
But this is a big Super Bowl weekend. This is with everybody. I see you dress up like Tom Brady this morning, all ready for work in your Tampa Bay colors.
This is his fifth.
No, this is his 10th.
10th? Wow.
10th. He's going after his 6th title.
Okay, that should be pretty interesting. You going to any Super Bowl parties this weekend?
No, I'm going to stay home and just... I'm not... You know, if you go out to the party, curfew's at 10 o'clock, you might want to be getting home by 10, and some people on the road, you don't want to be that speeding, but you want to watch the entire game, so I'll be staying home this weekend, watching the game right there in the comfort of home.
So it'll just be you, Charlie, and the rest of the girls?
Yeah, me, Charlie, the wife, and the daughters, and we'll just be watching it. And I'll be doing the cooking this week. I'm
sure, because you seem to be pretty good at cooking. I understand you grill and you do all that other stuff.
I do, yeah. You know, I post it on my WhatsApp, and I have you all in here just trolling, asking if y'all can come by, but due to COVID protocols, it's a no-no.
You probably could teach some of us how to cook too. Right?
Yes. I learned well from my grandparents. They taught me well, so I'm the chef of the house, and now we have a
Special.
Yeah, we're going out to the traffic this morning. Lloyd is off this morning, and we're going out there now with Antoinette Smith. Good morning, Antoinette. How are you feeling out there?
The traffic report is sponsored by Bahamas First. First in insurance. Today, tomorrow.
Good morning to LaDawn and Fisher in the studio, and good morning to all our viewers at home. Your morning traffic report is coming to you live from Shirley and Margaret Street. Already we've seen so many cars traverse down these streets, and I can tell you today that the streets are definitely hot. And joining me to tell you why this morning is Corporal Christopher Wins of the Royal Bahamas Police Traffic Division. Thank you so much for joining us. How are you?
I'm fine. Good morning, Francesca. Good morning, Bahamas.
But first, a look at overnight traffic. Can you tell us what has been going on?
Well, we're happy to report that we had no accidents reported to the police last night. However, in a total of 24 hours, we had a total of 9 accidents. 4 accidents were minor damages, 3 accidents were with injuries, and 2 hit and runs. At this time, we have 11 hospitalized victims as a result of those accidents.
And obviously today, the topic of the day is speed. Tell us why. Obviously, I know why, but tell our viewers at home why this is such a topic of concern.
Well, we know it's TGI Friday, and everybody just trying to make it to 12 o'clock to just go back and sit back and reflect on the week. But we're out here to enforce the rules of the road. At this particular street, Shirley Street, both drivers that are traveling westbound. We have received complaints from numerous homeowners and shop owners that vehicles are traveling westbound with high rate of speed. So we take it upon ourselves to be out here from about 6 a.m. to start citing people for various infractions. We're just trying to show people, hey, listen to me. We're all here to survive another day through God's will. So by us being here, this right now serves as a warning. Hey, the police are everywhere.
Keeping it out on the outside, we woke up again to the 50s, and the cool trend continues. In the extended forecast, it is expected to get back into the 80s for the next 6 days. Lows in the mid-60s to 70s, so keep those blankets near.
Let's take a look now at stories making news headlines this morning. Expect to hear more from House Speaker Holson Moultrie today on his resignation from the Free National Movement. The Nassau Village Member of Parliament Holston Moultrie announced his resignation from the governing party yesterday. The announcement came in a letter dated February 4th issued to the party's Secretary General. In the letter, Moultrie explained that his patriotic and not to be compromised convictions on fundamental essentials of democracy and good governance, such as the separation of powers, autonomy and independence of the legislative and judiciary, accountability and transparency, freedom of information and respect for the Constitution, makes his continued affiliation and association untenable. The 54th House Speaker went on to his abilities as an independent member until the House is either prorogued for the purpose of electing a new Speaker or dissolved for general elections. Moultrie concluded his letter noting that with respect to seeking re-election, he will consult his wife and fellow constituents before making a determination and decision on his political relationship and political future. Roughly 50,000 persons should be vaccinated with the first arrivals of the COVID-19 vaccine due to arrive in the country. The National COVID-19 Consultative Committee's chair, Dr. Merceline Dalregis, chairing a press conference yesterday. Dr. Dalregis responded this way to queries about whether the AstraZeneca was a favorable choice among the options.
Yes. We were quite amenable to receiving Moderna, but because of the ultra-cold requirements of Pfizer, we recognized that would be a challenge for portability, particularly throughout the archipelago.
Of Wednesday's 16 new COVID-19 cases, 13 of the infected are from New Providence. Grand Bahama, Andros, and Eleuthera recorded one new case each. A brief debate on a compendium of aviation bills ends with senators giving the new legislation the nod. Attorney General and Minister of Legal Affairs, Senator the Honorable Carl Bethel, stressed the importance of the aviation sector to the overall economy.
This is going to be the entity that will receive overflight fees in short order. And there are other proposals for other ways to monetize this entity that are being considered.
There's still time to turn in those pennies. A steady stream of people still redeeming their non-defunct currency. Central Bank Governor John Roll on how many of them disappeared from the circulation.
Given tourists and other international travel, we know that some of our coins over the years have disappeared because it just taken outside of the country in the loose change of travelers. But after this point, there has been, from most estimates, I would say it's less of an outpouring of redemption than I would have anticipated.
I'm really glad that Governor of the Central Bank, John Roll, said that they have more time for the pennies, because I have a big old bag of pennies in my car on my floor seat waiting to actually cash them in. I don't know how much money I have, but I'm ready.
When I was off on during the Christmas, I carried my pennies and I got about $15. Yeah, $15. You know, they doing it by weight. They had it out there by the mall at Marathon, and the lines were long. But one thing I can say, they were moving very quickly. And then some people said, "Man, you need to extend it." So I'm glad that they're extending it. And hopefully, when they come now, persons like yourself who wait for the last minute to do everything.
Yeah. I totally forgot. I wouldn't lie. I totally forgot. But I'm really happy that they extended the penny.
But I know a lot of persons still have pennies. I still see pennies now and again in my car, and some are laying around. So I'll bring you those extra pennies. Now, when you get your pennies, you need to you give me a little.
So whatever money I get, I have to give you half. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, give me half.
Some big news coming up in sports.
Well, after winning 7 of their first 8 games, the Ole Miss Running Rebels women's basketball team, they went into a bit of a slump, losing 6 straight. It was another tough test last night as the Rebels hosted the 15th ranked Kentucky Wildcats. I don't know what Coach Yolet Matthew McCrin had to say in the pregame prep talk, but it sure seemed to work. After a pretty even first quarter, the Rebels outscored the Cats 24-12 in the second, and that was the big difference in the ball game. Rebels pull off the upset, winning 70-60 to get back to over 500 at 8-7. Valerie Nesbitt, the Bahamian, was in the starting lineup. She finished with 9 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. Here's what Coach Yo had to say after the game.
Extremely grateful for the win. Extremely grateful for our players having resilience and not breaking. I thought that they put together 40 minutes, and we knew we were close because we had put together 25 minutes. Then 30 minutes, and then LSU, we put together 39 minutes. And so the focus for the last couple of days was just on finishing, and I thought we did a good job of that. We have been talking a lot about, finishing. David, it's a lot of pressure to come in and want to be a part of helping to turn the program around that was storied and historic in the past, and then hit a dead spell. It's a lot of pressure. I feel it, so I know my players feel it because they come here to change it. And so we're not just playing games. Our young ladies are playing with a pressure to rewrite history. And I thought they got past that tonight by staying in the moment.
And when we come back, helping others with their hair care journey. So keep it locked. You're watching The Morning Edition.
First, it's more than just our name, more than just our achievements. It's our nature, and it's where we put our customers. At Bahamas First, we've refreshed our look, but our nature remains the same. We design insurance solutions that protect our customers from life's uncertainties, whatever they may be. We equip you for the future so that you can recover stronger. Bahamas First, what's first for you comes first for us.
Yes, we're back. A vacation is a luxury, especially now that COVID has interrupted the prospect for long rivals. Well, numbers are way down. It appears that the COVID protocols put in the Bahamas in a favorable spot as a choice of destination.
This fun group opted to get off the COVID-19 roller coaster in Nassau, Bahamas, after flying in from several U.S. states for a long-awaited vacation.
We shut down and we wanted to go for her birthday. And I said, let's go to the Bahamas. And everyone's like, hey, let's do it. And we're here.
There were other options, but the visitors say, all things considered, sunny Nassau landed at the top of their list amidst the lockdowns and curfews circling the globe.
We couldn't go to Hawaii, his place.
Going to go to Australia, and that was difficult. But coming to the Bahamas, great idea, easy to get here.
Among the more liberal countries in terms of COVID-19 restrictions, many U.S. states are currently following stricter protocols.
We're from California, so everything is shut down.
In New York, business capacity limits remained in place and private gatherings remained limited to 10 people. Governor Cuomo later announcing indoor dining may reopen at 25% in New York City on November 14th if the current test positivity trajectory holds. As for the protocols in place in the Bahamas,
it was fine. It was good. Yep.
Well,
we've had to have a few COVID testing.
Yeah, we had a medical group come to our house, which was awesome.
Whether you have a full head of hair like me or are looking to grow longer, healthier hair, one Grand Bahamian is making it her business to help others with their hair care journey. Here's Jamila Mizik.
From treatments to moisturizers, growth oils, and body bars, owner of Fab Beauty Supply, Marissa Thompson, says her business is promoting healthy hair.
Well, I've been natural now for over 11 years, and I was like every other naturalist who went out and bought a bunch of products and wasn't really finding the results with my hair that I wanted. And over my time of learning my hair, I learned that simple is more. And I basically just wanted more natural products. So that's where the business started from, with me making my first hair moisturizer, and it grew from there.
Marissa says she not only caters to natural hair, but those with relaxed tresses as well.
I had a lot of relaxed customers over the pandemic who just didn't want to bother with their hair. So I gave them a regimen when it comes to keeping in their weaves and taking it out and how to treat it, and they've been doing good. So now that the lockdowns are over and they're back to work in their regular schedule, now they can go to the salon and go back to their regular routine with their hair, and they're truly loving it. I feel like the pandemic got people to really want to try more natural products when it comes to inside and out. And I really believe, I have to thank God that he really allowed it to flourish my business. He turned a bad situation into something good for my business.
She says her customers aren't just purchasing products, but it is a personalized experience.
Every customer I treat as an individual. I have customers who message me. I don't just sell you products. I always tell you, if there's anything, message me back and I'll run you back through the instructions, because I give everybody their own personal detailed instruction on how to use the products. I'm presently working on trying to do a website where I do little short videos where people could just go on it and see how to put the products in their hair. I want to give everyone a personal experience when it comes to just giving them their own healthy hair goals. Our thing is, everyone has a healthy hair goal and everyone can achieve it. Now, everybody's journey may be different, but that's why I'm here to help you be consistent and be disciplined in your journey.
And here's what she says is next for Fab Beauty Supply.
We're going to be doing a growth oil specializing in alopecia, because we have a lot of clients that are reaching out to us with that. And then we're going to also be adding the hibiscus shampoo bars. And we're working on getting all of the products into local businesses in Grand Bahama and internationally.
You can find Fab Beauty Supply on Instagram and Facebook at Fab Beauty Co. or 533-0544.
Now, as we head to the break, we take a look back at today in Bahamian history. On February 5th, 1942, artist and cultural icon Hervis Lemonade Bain was born here in Nassau. He is best known as the designer of the flag and coat of arms of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
Everything is changing, and your favorite hardware and home improvement store is getting with the program. We Buy You Sell is rolling out its new online shopping feature. If you go to our website, wbusbahamas.com, it's a quick and easy 3-step process. Step 1, browse the gallery and select your item. Step 2, add to cart. And step 3, check out. Go to our website, wbusbahamas.com, to shop with us today.
That's why we got the...
Well, taking a look at some sporting events. The college baseball season starting a bit early this year. Devin Munro and the Truett McConnell Bears swinging into action this week, and it's been busy. On Tuesday, Munro finished up 1 for 4, 2 RBI, 2 runs scored in a 14-10 season opening win over Toccoa Falls. The Bears followed that with a doubleheader split on Wednesday with Olivet Nazarene. Munro went 1 for 3 on RBI, also scored a run in the opener, which the Bears won 9-3. The Bears lost the second game 15-8. In that game, he was 2 for 3 with an RBI, scored 2 runs. The Bears played again yesterday, upsetting the 4th-ranked team in the NAIA, St. Thomas Bobcats, 6-4. Munro in that game was 1 for 2. The Bears play another doubleheader with Olivet Nazarene today. First pitch is at 1 o'clock. Game 2 is scheduled for a 5 o'clock start. The professional basketball season rolling along in Europe. Aaron Lavardi on the floor in Denmark yesterday. Lavardi had a double-double with 12 points and 11 rebounds. That came in the 76-72 loss to Horsens. Lavardi currently his team's third leading scorer at 12.3 per game. He also the leading rebounder at 8.8 per game. His team sits 4th in the A division standings at 13-7. They're off again until next Saturday when they play Bacon.
The first track meet of the year over in Grand Bahama sprinting into action last weekend at the Grand Bahama Sports Complex, where Miko Knowles was there.
It was a day for athletics, and it was quite apparent how much the sport was missed on Grand Bahama. COVID protocols did not allow spectators to watch the meet from the bleachers, but spectators in cars circled around the stadium to watch from the comfort of their vehicles, thus signifying the first drive-in track meet for the year, which perhaps may be the way forward for athletics. The track meet is named in honor of former Bahamian Olympian Fletcher Lewis, and he was the first on the track.
It's wonderful. Still being relevant after all these years. You know, I'm a product of the 60s for most of these kids as primary school kids, and the 70s for the high school kids. And to know that in 2021, a Fletcher Lewis 6th annual meet is going on, I'm tremendously honored.
The junior athletes were the first to sprint into action during the first session. 3 athletes competing in the under 11 girls 400 meters, which looked to be a close race, but Kenyan Knight's Charltonique Williams makes up ground on the final stretch to take the win in 1:21.64 seconds. 2 athletes competing in the under 11 boys 400 meters. 10-year-old Naquan White took the win over 8-year-old DeMargio Booth. Now in the under 13 girls 400 meters, look at this young lady go. Representing Golden Eagles Track Club, 12-year-old Kente Virgil was the leader of the pack. She finished in 1:03.65 seconds. Next on the track were the under 13 boys competing in the 400 meters. There is no one close to Jalen Williams as he powered his way through the 100-meter stretch. He is followed by GB Heat Athletics' Brandon Forbes, but this one was all Williams in 1:07.42 seconds. The little ones also had their time of fun on the track. In the under 7 girls 100 meters, it was also a crowd favorite as everyone watched the little ones put their little feet to work. And although they all started off in separate lanes, they decided that they were going to run together. 5-year-old Tasia Walken crossing the line in first place, but she decided that she's not stopping there. Still running strong around the track after completing a full 100 meters. This little one still has gas in the tank. Meet organizers are running behind her, signaling her to stop, and had they not stopped her, she might still be running today.
Hey, have you heard? ZNS is everywhere you are when you download the new ZNS app. Whether you're on the move or just kicking back. Miss something on the news? It's there. Want to keep up with a live update? It's there. Or just want to listen to your favorite station? It's there too. Download the app now from the App Store and Google Play Store.
Well, after being on pins and needles in this COVID-19 environment, many Bahamians are looking to have a little bit of fun by dressing up and heading out to dine with friends or that special someone for Valentine's Day. But what should you wear? Well, this morning, Christopher John of the Cardelicious brand joins us live in studio with all of the answers. Christopher, welcome to the Morning Edition.
Good morning. Thank you.
So I know you brought with us 2 models, a male and a female. Talk us a little bit about what they're wearing and what's trending for Valentine's Day.
Sure. So our female model this morning is Petra, and she's wearing a chamois dress. It's a beautiful fleur-de-lis motif print, red, black, and gold. And I asked a few ladies about Nassau, what do they want to wear for Valentine's Day? And you know what they said? Comfortable, easy, and sexy. So we have a dress that is easy to get into and out of, something that's flowy and looks great on you. It draws a lot of really great attention, and it's a simple, easy dress, and it's still impactful. And the gent we have this morning is Mark. Now, a lot of the guys are going to go to which is a trouser and a shirt. But we want to encourage guys to do a little bit more, probably combinations of colors a little bit more intense. So we went with Mark, a red trouser and a fuchsia shirt. And we threw a black jacket on, but he could all slip it off later on in the evening, make it more comfortable. But just, we want guys to color block, but be a little more adventurous in the colors they take.
Is red, pink, and white still the colors, or we shied away a little bit from
red will always be the color of Valentine's Day. It's pretty much the color of passion and love, so people always go to it. But the trend right now is actually pink and softer tones of pink. Blushes, champagne, rose, and rose gold. really great colors right now for the season. It's kind of what everybody's moving towards, a little softer pink. But red is still, the powerful colors where people are going to go to right away.
Is simple is still elegant for Valentine's Day? I mean, for the ladies especially.
Simple is elegant, but what's happening is the fabric choice is what's important. We chose a print, but you can go with something with a little sparkle on the bottom and a simple top. But the fabric choice is what makes things stand out a little more right now. But like I said, the colors red and pink is you can't miss. You cannot miss.
And what's a don't do on Valentine's Day?
Don't wear all black. Don't wear all black. And it's actually a faux pas when it comes to love and love language. It really says that I'm not interested. So don't wear all black or all gray. But you can mix your black and red. You can mix the gray and red or, pinks. But don't do all black.
And what's it actually like for you as a designer in this COVID-19 environment? Has business declined for you, or has it boosted since COVID?
Well, since COVID, what's happened is the type of customers we've had have changed. We used to do mostly, because we do a lot of ready-to-wear. We do a lot, of made-to-wear. Mm-hmm. So we've had a lot of people move away from trying to just get events for fashion shows or what have you, but the move is more towards photo shoots. So people want to celebrate their birthday, they want to celebrate their anniversaries with a photo, and that's where our clients have been more inclined to do right now, really get something special for a photo shoot.
Christopher John, thank you so much for joining us here on the Morning Edition, and all the best to you and the Cardelicious brand.
Plug our show. We have a show coming up March 7th at the Dundas. It will be, it's called Daylight, and the tickets are available at Kerry's Fabrics.
When the Morning Edition continues, we end the week with Bahamian entertainment, so keep it locked.
The Ministry of Health wishes to advise members of the public that prevention is key during this flu season. Practicing good cough hygiene can make the difference between you and your loved ones getting the flu or spreading the influenza virus. Good cough hygiene habits include covering your mouth and nose with a tissue when coughing or sneezing, and proper disposal of the tissue in a trash bin. Coughing or sneezing into your upper sleeve near your inner elbow and not your hands when a tissue is not available. Avoiding the use of handkerchiefs and towels as they hold germs, becoming a nest for the virus. And frequently washing your hands with soap and water, which is listed as one of the most important steps you can take to avoid getting sick and passing the virus on to others. If you have any questions about how to practice good cough hygiene to avoid catching or spreading the flu, contact your nearest community clinic or the Health Education Division at the Ministry of Health. This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health in partnership with the Public Hospitals Authority.
Entertainment Friday, and this morning we have a special guest artist in studio. Her name is Nisha Ellis. Nisha, welcome to the Morning Edition.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So talk to me, how did your music career start?
Well, I've been singing in bands mostly for the past, give or take, 10, 12, 13 years. And so doing my own music was something that I always wanted to do. And so I just went off into it. The pandemic gave me a lot of spare time, a lot of free time to write some stuff and work on some new things for myself, just for me. And so that's pretty much the gist of everything.
Now, how did you come up with this song that you're going to perform for us this morning?
Ooh, child, loose me. Okay, here we go. During the pandemic, everybody's caged in like wild animals, pacing up and down, and it's just been really rough. You've learned a lot about persons that you wouldn't have normally learned had you not been home, practically trapped with them all day, every day with your kids. You learn stuff about them that you wouldn't know because you're normally always so busy working. And so, with this song, it really gave me time to sit back and reflect on what it is that we've been going through. We got a few little jokes in there too. And so it's just pretty much the lockdown experience, the pandemic experience, being at home with the kids, being at home with your significant other, and how frustrating it can be. And you just want to be out, back out again in the freedom, and it makes you really appreciate you know.
So let us hear this song, Loose Me. I can loose this jacket now.
Yes,
right?
yes. Get loose. Let's get loose.
Let us hear this song, Loose Me. Get ready for it. Loose Me.
Thank you. Lost track of the days, my luck haters ain't no fun. Cell phone in my left hand, TV on my right. My mouth extra dry cause they ignore I'm in sight. Longing for the days when I was wild and free. Out to everything, well it not a care or worry. Now it's like I've joined the clan of HMP. But I ain't commit no crime, so please set me free. Loose me, let me go. I don't want to be inside no more. Loose me, let me go. This is killing me, that's for sure. So let me out, let me out, let me out, yeah, let me out. Loose me, let me go. I don't want to be inside no more. Loose me, let me go. This is killing me, that's for sure, yeah. It seems. Sit back, let me tell you exactly what I mean. The children, they fighting, they eat up everything. I'm working like a slave while he sits up like a king. Can I help you? You sit and rest. Come here, babe, let me take away that stress. Mind is a nightmare, this ain't a life for me. I ain't commit no crime, so please set me free. Loose me, let me go. I don't want to be inside.
You're watching the ZNS Network, the People's Station.